Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Arsenal career mode, my beastly Arsenal career mode. Start off this episode, we do pick up El Shaarawy and Lucas Piazon. I think I'll go to buy Lucas Piazon and loan El Shaarawy and have a future fee, and Piazon, he's actually quite cheap, and I'm sure he'll be worth a bit when he gets up to rated 70 odd. And so I can make a bit of profit on him if I do ever choose to sell him, or if I enjoy him I'll just keep him as a future first team player until he gets a bit more experience. But until then I can just keep putting him on as a sub and keep playing him against little matches and stuff, just to give him that extra bit of like experience he'll have other players helping him out. But yeah, and El Shaarawy is a beast, so Santi Cazorla, like what the player I love to watch and play with, has got some competition with El Shaarawy, because El Shaarawy is a beastly player. But look, if Santi Cazorla, El Shaarawy is only age 19, I think he is something. Yeah, age 19. So obviously by the time El Shaarawy wants to start playing all the games, Santi Cazorla will probably be ready to retire or something like that maybe. But I can still put him on against little matches, and when Santi Cazorla needs resting, it's just it's just good because he could play as that central striker position as well, because he's a centre forward, as Santi Cazorla who's a cam. So I do want to try it out where I've got Santi Cazorla as cam and El Shaarawy as my striker, which would be interesting. So we have a game against Liverpool, and bloody hell was this a good game. Liverpool are hard to break down, and I know I always say this against Lucas Piazon accepts my contract Chelsea accept the contract offer, and now it's just contract transfer, and now it's just a contract. It's because I could see contract offer, that's why I was saying contract. So yeah, so we have a big game against Liverpool, and this game was gonna decide whether I was good enough to stay in the top 4 and give the Champions League a good run, or even fight for the title, because I did win my first game, so that put me 3 points, and I was 4th and Liverpool and 5th in the season, so it would be a really big game, and it would probably put me maybe 3rd. I haven't checked the table yet if I won, but it probably would. So I come against Liverpool, and that was hard to break down. I know I say about all the teams, but they play good football, and it's hard for me to defend against the good teams. It really is, because knowing that if I mess up it's going to be hard for me to come back. But I think this was up from a corner and he got defended, and then it's 1-2 with, and well, I don't know who it was with, but I know Sergio Ramos picks up a nice goal, and then I think it was like the 60 odd minute, and I decided to do some subs. I wanted to keep the lead. Maybe it was a bit later, I wasn't too sure, but I wanted to keep the lead, so I decided to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain, Giroud, and I think it was Diaby. But I was deciding whether to bring Giroud on or play a centre back, as centre defensive mid, just to give me that extra cover. But I decided to put Giroud up front and Muriel as the cam, and God did that work. It just seemed as good. So, and as you can see from this little clip now, there was some nice build up from the game. I decided to pass it out, and hopefully I didn't get FIFA BS where it went to let a player or just a noob error. But as you can see, Giroud holding up the ball, which he's good at, just waiting for the runs, and I was just waiting, then I saw Walcott. No one's going to catch him when he's gone, especially with that much speed, and then I just thought I'll whack it along the box and see what happens, and Muriel picks up his 2nd goal of the season, which is good, and obviously because it's a 90th minute, some 90th minute scripting with a header, Sergio Ramos, I think it was, losing the header over Marlon, one of them, but we pick up a nice 2-1 win, and it's all about them 3 points at the minute. Yeah, so we got the 3 points in the bag, and Lucas Piazon accepted the contract offer, which is quite good. He only wants 3,000 grand a week, which is cheap for an 18-year-old. I know Oxlade-Chamberlain's on like 20 grand or something. And then AC Milan said they'll go and look. Well, they're gonna talk to the board whether they should loan him for the future for a year of 10 mil, and I'm just gonna tell you what happens now. But they did accept, which is good, and I'll put him. Well, I have a game coming up against Warsaw, so I decided to play him. And because El Shaarawy's a beast, everyone knows El Shaarawy's a beast, and he's only young. But if you're starting a career mode, get El Shaarawy. He's one of the main people. He's expensive, but I'd get him. And as you can see, we have our game against Warsaw, and I know Warsaw wouldn't have been a hard game in the Capital One Cup, and I do want to try and do a double in cups, maybe a triple if I'm good enough, if I'm lucky enough. It depends how the results go, if they go my way in the cups and the draws and that. And as you can see, AC Milan accept the future fee and the loan, so I have an El Shaarawy to play against Warsaw with a Lucas Piazon, which isn't bad. And we do have some nice young players coming through. We have Oxlade-Chamberlain, Piazon, El Shaarawy, Jack Wilshere. So my team in a few seasons, is going to be pretty beast if I decide to stay that long. It depends what you guys want to see. If you want to see me do the career mode until, well, for 3 years, maybe a bit longer, it's down to you. And you can see the transfer deadline is coming up, and I might have to just do some late young business to get some more strength to the squad for the subs and reserves, just in case. So I did decide to leave sim the actual match against Warsaw, because I knew it wasn't going to be too hard for some of my reserves to get a chance. And I didn't show you it, me editing the team is when you go on sim match, you can already see the team, and you'll see, and I'll read out the team to you when it comes up. So the team was Fabianski. Well, I'll just read out the people I changed. I put Lucas Piazon on. I forgot to put Oxlade-Chamberlain on. I thought I put him on, but I forgot, but he was on the bench. I put El Shaarawy on, and that's it really, apart from me putting Diaby on instead of Arteta for a start. I don't know if Diaby has got good potential, and I'm not quite sure how old he is, but he is a solid thing. And Lucas Piazon picks up an early goal, which is good. And I was thinking 1-0 against Warsaw, we should be battering them. And then Jack Wilshere, the mighty Wilshere, picks up 2 goals, which puts us 3-0. And the final score ends 3-0. Hope you guys have enjoyed this short episode of career mode. I will be trying to bring out one a day and start an Ultimate Team series soon, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to drop a like, share it with your friends. Peace.